The opening day of Royal Ascot last week saw many British royals along with King Charles and Queen Camilla. We saw Princess Anne, Mike and Zara Tindall, and Lady Gabriella Kingston. But it was Philip of Greece and his wife Nina Flor, the less British and much more reserved royals, who stood out for their unusual presence at these kinds of events. Prince Philip is the youngest son of Queen Anne-Marie and the late King Constantine, who died in January 2023. In addition to being the less media-friendly nephew of Queen Sophia and having a lower profile than, for example, his brother Pavlos, the young man is the godson of the late Diana of Wales and has a close relationship with the British royal family. After the overthrow of the monarchy in Greece, King Constantine lived in exile in London for most of his final years before returning to Athens in 2013. The monarch was a third cousin of King Charles, cousin to the late Duke of Edinburgh, and godfather to Prince William. The strong ties between the two families were once again demonstrated by the funeral held last February at Windsor Castle, which was attended by members of the Greek, British, and Spanish royal houses. Unsurprisingly, Philippos and Nina made an elegant appearance at the British racecourse, where the royal and the 37-year-old businesswoman, who opted for a lemon-colored chiffon gown with embroidery by Adam Lips, were flanked by Mike and Zara Tindall. Philip and Nina started dating in 2018 and attended Princess Eugenie and Jack Brooksbank's wedding together the same year. Their engagement was announced in September 2020 after a vacation in Ithaca, Greece. My beloved Philip, I love you today, will love you tomorrow, and forever. You make me happier, better, and stronger. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life by your side, the prince's fiancé wrote after accepting his marriage proposal, which was celebrated 3 times. The couple first had a civil wedding on Dec. 12, 2020, in a private ceremony in St. Moritz, Switzerland, with only his parents in attendance due to pandemic restrictions at the time. A small intimate party was held later, attended by Infanta Cristina and her daughter Irene. The second celebration was held in the English countryside, with many members of the aristocracy attending the dinner, and hosted by British hotelier Tom Naylor Leyland and his wife Alice Dawson. Finally, on October 23, 2021, a Greek Orthodox ceremony was held in Athens, where Nina wore an exquisite off-the-shoulder wedding dress with a large asymmetrical bow by Chanel and borrowed an antique corsage tiara with pearls and diamonds from her mother-in-law, Queen Anne-Marie. Guests at the first royal wedding in Athens in nearly 6 decades included the groom's closest relatives, parents, siblings, nephews, and nieces, as well as his aunts Queen Sophia and Princess Irene. Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie, accompanied by their husbands Edoardo Mapelli-Mazzi and Jack Brooksbank, were also present. The daughters of Sarah Ferguson and Prince Andrew are not the only ones in the exclusive inner circle of the prince and wealthy heiress Thomas Flor, who is considered the king of private aviation. Allegra Versace, or couples Andrea Casiraghi and Tayana Santo Domingo, as well as Christian of Hanover and Sasa Diasma, are his good friends. Philip, educated in London and the US, works as an analyst at Ortelius Capital, an asset management firm based in New York. He and Nina are neighbors of his brothers-in-law Pavlos from Greece and Marie Chantal Miller, who have lived in the Big Apple since 2012. The young couple alternates daily city life in New York with vacations in Cannes or on the Amalfi Coast and frequent trips to Mozambique. It is in this African country that Nina, who also works for VistaJet, her father's private luxury airline, developed her passion by founding Kasawa Sanctuary. It is a luxury lodge with a spa specializing in traditional Chinese medicine. Caring for nature, she also established an environmental protection center here. The presence of Philip of Greece and his wife Nina Flor at the opening of Royal Ascot was a vivid reminder of the close ties between European royal houses, especially the British and Greek. Despite their lower profile in the media space compared to some other members of the royal family, their presence at this prestigious event generated considerable interest. Philip, the youngest son of Queen Anne Mary and the late King Constantine, embodies the intersection of Greek and British royal lines. His godmother, the late Princess Diana, and other family connections underscore the long and complex history between the two royal families. After the overthrow of the Greek monarchy, his father lived in London, further cementing those ties. The mourning events at Windsor Castle after King Constantine's death symbolized the deep understanding and support between the families. Flor, Philip's wife, added sophistication to the event with her elegant presence and sense of style. Their romantic history and triumphant nuptials have become a major topic of discussion among the royals' fans. From their first private ceremony in Switzerland to their grand Greek Orthodox wedding in Athens, their wedding has epitomized tradition, style, and international unity. Philippe and Nina lead a lifestyle that combines social luxury and personal interests. While working in New York, they are also actively involved in environmental and business development projects. Their private and professional achievements demonstrate their commitment to self-actualization and social responsibility, which is respected and admired. Thus, their appearance at Royal Ascot not only emphasized their place in the royal hierarchy, but also showed that their influence goes beyond protocol obligations. They represent the modern face of royalty, combining tradition and modern values. Their story is not only a story of love and royal status, but also an example of how personal achievements and social activities can be harmoniously combined, benefiting not only themselves but society as a whole.